offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? You give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a... So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Bryan Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Taking it right down Broadway. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and long for Prescott. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They'll get this down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. It got his man complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
And it's a fumble, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far. And that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down throw for Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Prescott to throw it. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Murray now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Murray's going to keep it again.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll go option on second down, right side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Marr now to have the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. 46. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Prescott now. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Second down and goal. Prescott. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's got room. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time.
Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up